Hello guys, for all you rogues out there, I want to talk about a new pickpocketing feature that we're going to see in Warlords of Draenor that they added in patch 6.0 that just came out. This is just a little way for rogues to make money from pickpocketing, and it's kind of fun. I think it's cool just in and of itself, even if it didn't result in a small monetary reward. But I thought I would talk about it in case you haven't heard of it. So when you do the intro quest to the Warlords of Draenor expansion in the Blasted Lands, at one point the quest sends you to Netherguard Keep to fight some Iron Horde orc that are in there. In the quest you have to kill 3 named orcs. One is outside, one is behind the blacksmiths, and one is inside the keep. Well, the first time that a rogue pickpockets one of those guys, they get something called a secretive whistle. It is 100% the first time you pickpocket one of those guys, assuming that another rogue hasn't already pickpocketed them, in which case you need to kill them and force them to respawn. Now, the secretive whistle, every hour for 1 minute, it will summon a troll named Griftah. And Griftah will trade certain items that you can get from pickpocketing those named orcs. Right now, it's only from pickpocketing those orcs, but if you get those items, you can fence them to him, and in trade he will give you something called Dingy Iron Coins. If you get 1,000 Dingy Iron Coins, he'll take them back and in turn give you 250 gold. It's like a weekly quest. The weekly quest, by the way, is called The Big Score. If you want to check it out, I'll throw a link down there. Now, the things that you pickpocket that you can give to him, that he will give you the coins for, are mostly jewelry and I mean, they're not real jewelry. They have jewelry names and other miscellaneous things like that. You have an idol, you have magma-infused war beads, chain of hopes, locket of dreams, all sorts of jewel amulets, opal amulet, ruby amulet, stuff like that. And then you have rings, emerald ring, sapphire ring, slimy ring. And each thing, depending on their rarity and also their name, for example, slimy ring only gives you 2 coins, but an emerald ring will give you 4. You can trade them in and you get these coins to him. Now, because you can only summon him once an hour, you want to make sure that when you talk to him, your bags are loaded full of these things, so then you can get a bunch of coins from him. I think my first turn in, my 16 slot main bag was, I don't know, had 5 or 6 stacks, and I got about 300 coins. So the basic point of this right now, anyway, I don't know if they will expand it in Warlords of Draenor, is just to give some extra fun and some extra money back into pickpocketing. And like I said, I just think the general concept is cool to be able to get these, you know, theoretically valuable things off of mobs, and then to be able to fence them for money. That sounds very roguey to me, and it adds a lot of the feel to the rogue class that we sort of lost over the years, at least in my opinion. Like, we don't make our own poisons anymore, and the class quests have gone away, which, not necessarily criticism, all of those have reasons behind them, whether you agree with them or not, but I do feel that we are often missing that kind of roguey flair, and this is something I think that brings it back. And even if it didn't result in any monetary gain at all, I feel that that added feel to the class is worth something, and I'm really glad they added it, and I do hope they expand it in the expansion. But I wanted to tell it to you guys in case you wanted to check it out and you hadn't heard about it. So I recommend getting your rogue, heading over to Blasted Lands, and start pickpocketing those name dudes.